So basically, Tim Westwood TV. I just wanted to start with that because like the amount of freestyles that I watched as a kid growing up on that channel, unbelievable. And I remember the particular one was Eminem when he came in and did his live session, and I also love all the ones that Gets did. Yeah. Have you got a particular favourite?
To be honest, like I can never decide what my favourite is. I mean, I have a favourite every week. Every time we do a new crib session, I get a favourite off the back. But no, I can't call it, man. I mean, there's the historic ones like the Eminem 20 million video views and growing. But there's some of the live sessions, some of the parties on Tim Westwood TV, like the ones at Proud and the dance competitions up at Proud were amazing. So no, it's just like a lot of visualization of stuff that we do. But a lot of those early days weren't captured on video, so there's a lot of history gone missing. So it's so good to visualize everything and get it up there for so it can live on and people can enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. And basically, like, let's take it right back to like when grime kicked in, because like obviously grime was the early 2000s, wasn't it? Yeah. And you had like gigs, Gets all coming to the forefront of the scene. Like, did you see it blowing up as massively as it did?
Yeah, what was interesting is like the UK artists out of the grime scene blew up, but grime itself didn't really. People like Tinchy Strider and N-Dubs and even Tiny Temper, they weren't making really grime records, even though they came from that scene. So in a lot of ways, grime was just left on the side, and it seems to be making a resurgence now with likes of Skeptic and the likes of a lot of artists who are putting in the work with the grime. But I just feel it's a shame grime as a music form representing the UK never really got its fair shot, even though the artists came from it and they had great success like Wretch and everything.
Yeah, there's the UK hip-hop scene as well. That's like emerging, isn't it? And you've got like Ed Scissortongue, etc. They're all coming out. What are your feelings towards the UK hip-hop scene?
I mean, what's happening in London, and that's the scene I'm closest to. But what's happening now is you've got a lot of great artists like Nia Marley and Stormzy, and you've got great artists like Charmer and Mover and cats like that really making noise. So there seems like a new generation, probably inspired by Gigs, out of truth, come from the legacy of Gigs making great UK rap records, and I think that's where the future is.
Yeah. Basically, let's go like over to the American scene now. So obviously you've met all the big artists, haven't you? Pretty much every single one of them. But the particular thing that stuck in my memory was when like One Extra was first sort of formed, and you had that 50 Cent versus Kanye West album launch thing. Like, what was your views on the Kanye album, first of all? Because
Kanye gave us a great album. Kanye, I think it was at his finest then. So he gave us a great album, and it was just like 50 Cent's a marketing beast, you know what I mean? So he was just creating hype because his hype had died. It was replaced with the likes of Jay and Rockefeller, replaced with the likes of Kanye coming through. So interesting. It was just a fun time, you know what I mean? Like 50 lives off beef.
Yeah, absolutely. So like in terms of sort of like One Extra, because you were the first rap DJ, were you, on Radio 1, and sort of like it grew massively. Would you say you'd have seen the scene developing so quickly the way it did?
Yeah, I think I always thought it's just got more spotlight shined on it. That was all, man. It's been always massive out there on the streets, so it's always been big in London and big in the cities, and it was just blessing to be part of it and contribute towards it, and I'm now on Capital Extra Saturday night 7 till 10 doing what I do and having a great time.
Absolutely. And just sort of the last question, so you're on Capital now, and obviously you're going to continue to play the freshest tunes, obviously. So can we expect Westwood to ever retire?
Nah, I'm not built for that, man. This is what I do, this is what I love, and I'm still working and still relevant and still hot out there, man. I'm just loving it, man. So man, I just love working hard, grinding, and it's what I do, man. It's all I do. So I'm definitely blessed with it.